If the Royal Rumble signals the beginning of the road to WrestleMania, then I think it's fair to say that NXT Vengeance Day signals the road to the beginning of Stand and Deliver. And by the end of the night, will Trick Williams stand and deliver in the main event and capture the NXT Championship? We'll find out. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It is NXT Vengeance Day. It's time for the preview and the prediction. 6 matches tonight. I believe one of them is on the pre-show. Which one it's going to be? I believe it's the family. I think it's the family. No love for the family on NXT. 6-man tag match. Well, 6 intergender person tag match. No belts on the line. And then Vengeance Day is a 5-match card with, I believe, Trick Williams pulling double duty. He's also in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, but like I said, competing for the NXT Championship. So can Trick Williams pull a couple of tricks out the bag tonight, win both matches and be successful? We'll find out.
I want to talk about the family's duffel bags first because I think they butchered them. I think the fact that they're never there. They're never there on NXT. They appear like once every 3 weeks, and it's like when they appear, they've got the best stuff on the show. They do. I think they do. Alongside Chase University. At least with Chase University, they're there every week. Also, the new calendar debuts this week. So
the new calendar.
That's what's saving Chase University.
WWE.com. Get your calendar there. Do you think there'll be anybody covered in shite, or is that a wee bit too soon?
Well, it's all women, like, so it might be.
McMahon, how many copies did he order?
Actually, unless John Laurinaitis is on it, he might shite on him too.
You think you could use it as toilet paper?
He might. God damn it!
Where's my toilet paper advent calendar?
Put the slop on her!
Anyway, first match of the night, it's going to be D-Jack versus Joe Gacy. Not quite sure what's happening with Joe Gacy. I was expecting a release. See you in your future endeavours. It's not happened yet. And now he's in a feud with D-Jack. And, I mean, I like D-Jack, but it seems like he's just going nowhere in NXT. He's just stuck in the mid-card. And, I mean, it's one thing being stuck in the mid-card on Raw or SmackDown, but being stuck in the mid-card when you're in NXT and you're not really a young pup, it doesn't bode well for your future.
It doesn't. It feels like his glasses are also stuck. He can't seem to get them fucking off.
But the guy's nearly...
Joe Gacy can't remove his beer bell either, so...
Yeah, the guy's nearly 40 and he's just stuck in mid-card mediocrity, so that's not a good look.
I'm going to go with D-Jack to win. I just don't see any... Joe Gacy can do his gimmick no matter what, but this guy running about with cool sunglasses, he can't fucking lose every match.
No, but he does seem to lose every match.
Yeah.
But I think D-Jack's going to win the night. No disqualification. Look, should be a decent match, but I don't know. I mean, neither of these guys are a face. D-Jack's like a tweener, I guess, and Joe Gacy's a bit like a tweener too.
Yeah.
So it's a weird combination. I don't think it really works, but that's what they're giving us. I'm going to go with D-Jack to defeat Joe Gacy, though. Next match, we're going to go with the family is Tony D'Angelo, Shannon Stacks, Lorenzo, and Adriana Rizzo versus Bronco Nima, Lucian Price, and Jada Parker in a 6-person tag team match. These just don't work. Since male and female contact has been taken out of wrestling, intergender matches do not work. I don't need to see another one. I think they should just be banned completely. I would go as far as saying I wouldn't even have men and women appear in the same segments because it's just fucking dumb what you see a lot of the time. Like, even on SmackDown recently, we had B-Fab who had to join Bobby Lashley's stable because obviously Scarlett was getting involved. Scarlett was jumping on the back of Lashley and incapacitating him for like 10 seconds. We've seen it like a year ago on Raw where Rhea Ripley was dominating the Good Brothers and AJ Styles and they were complaining and bitching and crying every week about needing to get the Rhea Ripley problem fixed, and it's just embarrassing, man, that when there's a woman involved, like, the men can't do anything. They simply just have to stand there and take it and just hope that they don't get cost the match. Even in AEW, on Collision, like last week when they had the 6-person cage match, there was a spot where Julia Hart, she sprays the mist into the eyes of Daniel Garcia just as he's about to escape the cage. Then he can't do it. And then you have Dax Harwood just like go over and like stand up to her and like confront her face to face, and she just laughs in his face and walks off. And he's like perilous, you know, there's nothing he can do. Whereas if it was Brody King that was doing it, or if it was Aleister Black that was doing it, or if it was Buddy Murphy that came over and sprayed eyes in Daniel Garcia's face, you know Dax Harwood would be jumping over and throwing fists.
Oh, absolutely, but you can't do that to women.
Whereas Dax Harwood could have just stood face to face with Julia Hart, she could have spit mist in his face too, and there's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
So for me, I know, and it might seem extreme, but I would go as far as just completely not having men and women on the same screen. I wouldn't have them in the same segments. I wouldn't have them interact.
Especially in a violent capacity, in a physical capacity.
Yeah, I'm okay for them if they're not going to be physical, but like we always see the women getting physical, the women costing the men, and they never get their comeuppance. Like, I'm not saying it needs to be every single week. It needs to be, if a woman gets involved, then a man needs to get his revenge there and then. I'm not saying that. But over time, you look at wrestling back in the day, when women constantly got involved, maybe not that week, maybe not the week after, maybe a month later, but they would always get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
You know, The Rock would always hit a rock bottom on Stephanie McMahon. Somebody would always get a choke slam. You stick your, you stick your nose in someone else's business, and sooner or later,
you got a problem.
your beak's going to get,
Covered in shite.
smacked, aye.
But I'm going for the family to win.
Well, do you not agree? Well,
I do agree, but you went on a rant there. I'm here to talk about Vengeance Day.
Well, I guarantee you in this match, and I don't know why that guy in the middle's got like weird fucking frog eyes, but anyway, I guarantee you that there'll be one point in this match where one of the women will get an offensive move on the guy.
But the man will not get an offensive move.
Even in the games, see when a woman hits a move on a man, it's okay. See if a man hits a move on a woman, DQ.
It's not okay.
How mental is that?
No, it's mad.
That's the case in the game.
We can't do it.
No, I think that's insane. WWE 2K, what a load of shite. Anyway, I'm going to go with the family to win.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the family to win.
Although belts aren't on the line, so they might not win.
They might not win, and maybe Jada Parker will take the... No, the other one, Adriana Rizzo, that one.
What's the chances of her name being Adriana?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on. It's like...
Chrissy!
So, like, ripping off the Sopranos at this point. Anyway, up next, we have the Dusty Cup final. Again, I think the Dusty Cup would have meant more if it was just a one-off thing. Same with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I thought these tournaments were coming out as like a one-off memorial thing. Having it every single year just weakens the effect.
This is quite a good final, but the reality is, who cares about a Dusty Cup, man? Whipping this out every year, like you say. I mean, it's embarrassing. Like, it's just a cheap pop to get Dusty's name in there.
No, I mean, it is a good final.
If they used it, right? If they used it for upcoming tag teams we hadn't seen before, like the breakout tournaments, I'd accept it. But all these four guys are superior than this cup. Look, Baron Corbin talks about, I've defeated Cena, I've won matches at Mania, I battered Undertaker. So why are you in this?
Probably the best stint his career he's having right now, though, is in the NXT.
Yep.
Or at least it's the best he's been in a while. Baron Corbin is destined for the main roster. He's going to sign probably with Raw or SmackDown next week, so there's no point in him winning this. And Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. I mean, Carmelo Hayes has been competing regularly on SmackDown for a while now, and Trick Williams is in the main event getting title shots, so I just don't see why these four guys are in this.
No.
It doesn't make much sense to me that legitimate tag teams have been beat on the way. Now, who's going to win this? I don't see a future with Corbin and Breakker, but at the same time, I can definitely see Carmelo Hayes turning on Trick. Although, if this match is going to happen before the title match, therefore Carmelo Hayes probably won't turn on Trick until the title match.
I'm going Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams to win.
I'm going to go that as well, with maybe Corbin and Breakker finally combusting, because so far they've worked pretty well together.
No, they have worked pretty well,
but I could see that coming to an end tonight.
They're going to have the turn happen in the main event. Anyway, because that's what they're going to have to do.
Yes, North American Champion Obafemi versus Dragon Lee. I'll be honest, this is a match I just straight up don't care for. Don't care about Obafemi, don't care about Dragon Lee. Two nothing characters for me. Two guys that are doing nothing. Two guys that do not interest me. Two guys I do not want to see wrestle. A championship that I've never really cared for, and I don't think they should have took off Dominic Mysterio. I mean, out of all the title reigns, the one person in WWE that I think would actually benefit for a long title reign and that I wouldn't have been bored of would have been Dominic Mysterio. But, they cut that one short.
And gave it to this jobber on the right. Disgraceful. Yeah, like you say, do not care for this.
I think he's on the left, actually. Or was it Dragon Lee that beat him?
It was Dragon Lee that beat him.
Fair enough.
Dragon Lee beat him and this guy came out and beat him.
Alrighty.
My point is, see this? Hashtag we want Cody. I'll accept Cody Rhodes taking somebody's spot in this match. Not the Waynes.
Yeah, is this title not more important to Dusty anyway? It's a North American. Did Dusty Rhodes no hold a variation of this belt?
He did, aye.
Pretty sure he did. Don't know when.
I'm just a working man.
WCW or something, or one of those companies.
WCW had a shite wee belt like that.
Anyway, somebody had some version of a North American Championship, and I'm sure Dusty Rhodes. NWA, I think it was him.
The North.
Who knows?
The National Wrestling Alliance.
Alright, up next we have the NXT Women's Championship match. Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. I honestly don't really want either of these to win, so therefore I'm going to lose no matter who wins. Lyra Valkyria's title reign's been boring as hell, and I don't think Roxanne Perez is that much better if we're keeping it 100 here.
Isn't it Roxanne Perez's cheekbones almost bigger than fucking WrestleMania?
It could just be the picture.
It could just be the picture, but it's the first person's cheekbones I've actually noticed so far in this preview. But as for the feud, I'm just not really digging it, man. I mean, I thought the Battle Royal turned into Fatal 4 was alright, but Lyra Valkyrie's not. Oh, I don't think she understands me, as she said last week on commentary. No one understands you. You suck. But, like, I think Lyra Valkyrie, they like long title reigns. This is going to continue. I'm going with her to win.
I'm also going to go with Lyra Valkyria to win. Not Valkyrie, it's Valkyria.
Valkyrie. That's a Tom Cruise movie.
Right, well, I'm going to go with Lyra Valkyria to win as well. Yeah, NXT, what's happening on it, I don't know. I mean, who's going to be the next NXT Women's Champion?
I don't know, because there's not many other people that they can give it to, is there?
Now, she's a face, and probably the two biggest heels that they have are gone now.
Yeah.
Because Tiffany Stratton's a member of SmackDown and Cora Jade's injured. So who's next in line? Who could be coming to take that belt? In your opinion, who could it be? Who are we looking at?
Fallon Henry. Lola Vice.
Fallon Henry's a face, is she not?
I know. Well, she could still get the belt if someone else wins it. I don't know. I'm talking way down the line here.
I don't know why they ever took off Tiffany Stratton. I mean, maybe it worked out because she got called up to the main roster and whatnot, but I think that was the wrong decision.
Yeah, but her stock kind of went down the past couple of months for doing nothing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have took off her in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So
anyway, Lyra Valkyria, I think will win. So do you. And then that takes us into the main event is Eli Dragunov versus Trick Williams. You talk about boring. This guy just sums it up for me. This guy is boring as fuck. No surprise that the ratings have dwindled since he took over as the NXT champion. He's probably one of the most boring NXT champions I can recall in a long time. We went from having Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker and Dolph Ziggler, and I think there was someone else that had it for a small period in there, or was that just those two? Anyway, point is, right, this guy is not champion material.
No, he's not. He's boring.
Even looking at him in this thumbnail's boring me.
Yeah. Honestly, and this entire feud's been pathetic. Trick Williams was like saying something like 2 weeks ago, and he like kind of interrupted Dragunov, and Dragunov went, "How dare you interrupt your NXT champion?" And Trick Williams just sat there and took it. What the fuck is that? You're supposed to be taking this guy on? And then the whole gimmick about, oh, I want to make sure you're 100% for our match. Get that in the bin. It's embarrassing. Trick Williams actually openly wrestling guys for Dragunov so he doesn't get injured for the pay-per-view. What? Where have you seen that?
I want Trick Williams to win tonight, but I think even if he gets in a position where he is going to win, Carmelo Hayes is just going to shaft him.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm going to go with Eli Dragunov, even though, I mean, Trick Williams is super popular right now. He comes out, the crowd's behind him. This is just one of those situations.
We're going to do Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver. One-on-one, I think.
Well, it should be with the belt on the line, but it won't be. It won't be. And if Trick Williams does lose, then who's next for Eli Dragunov? Who's going to step up?
That's the problem.
I mean, he's already beat Corbin. Braun Breaker's gone.
D-Jack.
He's already beat him a bunch of times as well.
Tony D.
Anyway, I'm going to go with Eli Dragunov, unfortunately. I want Trick Williams to win, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm going with Dragunov. Maybe Trick Williams could win, and then Carmelo turns on him after the show, but then it takes his moment away, but maybe that's what they'll go for.
True, or, I mean, maybe they'll just have a match at Stand and Deliver with nobody turning on anybody. Or maybe the turn could be at Stand and Deliver, kind of similar to James Storm and Bobby Roode.
Aye, could do.
The turn could happen in the match, which would be interesting. That would be something new. When was the last time? When's WWE ever done that?
Turn in a match?
Aye.
Doesn't happen often.
I think that James Storm Bobby Roode thing was done well.
It was.
Where they went into it, and James Storm was defending the title against his friend, and then Bobby Roode decided to shaft him in the match. That was good. Maybe we could get something similar to that, but First of all,
no money.
First of all, for that to happen, Trick Williams needs to win, and I don't think he will. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the review. Till next time, peace.